we are going to start here with the latest developments in that horrific school shooting in Parkland, Florida. We want you to look at the images from an impassioned rally on Saturday where students who survived the massacre spoke out in favor of gun control. One sign reading, as you can see, "Make it stop."
Also this morning, we're hearing for the first time from the family who took in the alleged shooter, Nikolas Cruz, after his mother died. They have a searing story to tell about a depressed young man who they say showed no signs of impending violence.
All of this as President Trump is weighing in with an incendiary tweet slamming the FBI for missing the signals, accusing the agency of spending too much time on the Russia investigation.
A lot of reaction to that this morning. We have team coverage right here. Martha Raddatz and Matthew Dadd standing by. But we begin with ABC's Adrienne Bankert, who's right there on the scene in Parkland. Adrienne, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Paula. We're here at the memorial, and there is still so much raw emotion here in Parkland. Meanwhile, we're getting new information on the alleged shooter every single day, as you mentioned, including who he was living with and their response to this unthinkable violence. This morning, for the first time, we get a glimpse into what it was like to live with Florida high school shooting suspect Nikolas Cruz, the couple responsible for taking care of him after his mother's death, Kimberly and James Sneed, who tell the Sun-Sentinel, "We had this monster living under our roof and we didn't know," saying he followed house rules to the T. They describe him as depressed and say Cruz went to a therapist just days before the shooting. The night before the massacre seemed like any other. While the Justice Department investigates failings within the FBI to report past warnings of Cruz's behavior, there's already talk of his sentencing. The Broward County State Attorney says this grievous act is the type of case the death penalty was designed for. This in response to Broward County Public Defender Howard Finkelstein, who says he hopes prosecutors will agree to life in prison if Cruz pleads guilty now.
We have a moment here where we can help this community, help these victims begin to pick up and move forward.
And Finkelstein confirms with ABC News that information contained in a newly released Department of Children and Family Services report says Cruz had a history of mental health checks. He'd been diagnosed with autism, ADHD, depression, and had cut himself on Snapchat, expressing his desire to purchase guns.
This is not a Parkland tragedy, a Coral Springs tragedy. This is a community tragedy.
And there were raw emotions through impassioned speeches at a gun control rally this weekend in response to the violence. One of the loudest voices, Emma Gonzalez.
But if us students have learned anything, it's that if you don't study, you will fail. And in this case, if you actively do nothing, people continually end up dead.
We are the people who are going to make ourselves heard the most because we're the people who have the opportunity to do that.
This morning, the Trump administration promises to focus on school safety.
He will make the safety of our nation's schools our top administration priority.
And the Sneeds describe their emotional reunion following all of the violence at the high school. They say the last time that they saw Nikolas Cruz, they questioned him, but he looked remorseful. He looked lost and apologized. Dan and Paula?
Yeah, according to the article, the mother made a run at Nikolas and the father had to hold her back. It's an incredible article. Adrienne, thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.